All right, welcome back to the hangar. So it's been a few weeks. Had a vacation and some things to get out of the way. But trying to get back in the shop today. It's not going too well. I'm kind of football games and stuff like that. I'm just kind of being lazy. But I did get all the stuff out of the trailer minus the Tomcat because I'm gonna sell the Tomcat, my F14, my beloved F14. I don't know why I'm gonna do that, but I haven't 100% decided on it, but I'm 99% on it. Because I got an idea. But, anyways, we'll talk about that later. But if you want an F-14 ready to fly, it's not the big one, it's a smaller one. But it's a proven flyer. It has some upgrades. It has some things that you can't get with the with that version, like the aft missile rails and things like that. So it's got some extra stuff. And it's built in flying. So, but anyways, so I got the, I'm gonna turn this around here. So I got the SU-27 out. I did fix the left engine, pulled it out it's super easy to get in and out of there, which is nice for working on it. So I pulled it out and replaced the temp probes. I have a bunch of parts, temp probes. I have a ton of igniters, which are your common things. I got a bunch of other parts too, starters and stuff, so I should be able to keep myself running for a while with my motors. But got the Minion Jet out. I have to figure out what's going on with that nose. Even with the magnets on it, it still seemed like it was coming open in flight. And I think it's being pulled open, which is weird because it's got a servo on it. So I'm gonna check to make sure the servo is going full travel. And I think what happened is just like the edges of it are opening up and flexing. Even with the magnets on, which is crazy because when those magnets close, it's tough. So I think what I wanna do is I'm gonna try to get a camera on the bottom, like a little camera, and fly it at Georgia Jets and see what's going on before I go and do anything. Because the only other option at this point is to put some kind of locking mechanism on it, or do kind of what somebody else has mentioned, is having like a band, so when the gear comes up it pulls it. But that being a servo driven door, that kind of complicates it some. So we'll see. So if I can see what's going on, then I can fix it. So stay tuned on that. I got the F-15 out, the A7 out. A7 is still having that left gear that wobbles. Even when it's at its full travel, it's got slop in it. And I think it's just the gear. What is happening, you can kind of see it there. See that? So when you start putting the brakes on, that just gets worse and it blurs. It gets so bad it blurs and it hits the fuselage. And I think it's just slop in there because the worm drive has the trunnion at its full position. So the only thing I can do, and what I'm going to try, I think, is up the amps a little bit just to make sure that one, because that one doesn't do it. You know, very little, but it's like it should be. So I'm wondering if this is hitting first and amping the system out. I'm going to up the amps a little bit, just a little, to see if maybe the little extra juice will get that other one to where it needs to be before it amps out, which is how it works. And if that doesn't work, the only thing I can do other than replacing it is I'm thinking about putting a piece of ply with maybe like just a ply block with a piece of rubber on it, so when the gear comes down, it actually hits that before it gets to the full position. That way it's kind of jammed. Yeah, essentially. And hopefully that will work, so we'll see. F-22, not touching it until whenever, I don't know. But here we are, back on the Bandit Models Diamondback. Unfortunately, still waiting on the tank. Thought it was going to be here the first of the week, but no bueno. So I'm running out of time, but it's on its way. So it should be on its way. So if I get it in this week, I can get it in because I'm running out of weekends to finish this. And I'm kind of down to the wiring, which is what I'm going to work on tonight. So I ordered 2 types of connectors, and this is a 12, and these are the, I don't know if they call these like Ashlocks. So I'm going to try these. I also got some of the Emcotech ones that are bigger wire, but it's a 16 plug, and I don't need that many. And what you have to do is, because these are so big, is you can solder, and then you can take your wire and you put a piece of heat shrink over it to build it up to make it bigger for that to grab. So what I would do, I would probably go ahead and solder these, but I'm just going to save these. I bought extra. I'm going to save these for a wing that has more in it. Like a scale wing will have a lot more connections to it. Even with this one, with the 2 servos and the 2 the light and the 2 for the gear and the 1 for the gear and the brakes, it still only comes to 12. So it's like 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then another 6 for those 2, so 12 total. So it'll be perfect. These will be perfect, and I won't waste, plug ports. So that's what I'm going to do tonight, and I'm just kind of doing a little quick update video on that. So I'm going to run everything to the front here, and I'll put the, how do I want to do this? Probably going to put the female, that's weird. Didn't realize these came. I guess I need to order some. That's weird. What are these? 12-way male housings. Okay, so this is just a female. Okay, all right. So that's right. So these are females. Yeah, female side, male side. So I did it right. Okay. So I'm thinking about putting the female side on the fuselage side with like a hard mount. So just kind of run it in and glue it in place, and then this will be the wing part, so it just clips in, and you got this little tab that you press down on it and squeeze and pulls out, so it locks in. And just have that, slide your wing up, clip it in place, and then slide the wing on is kind of what I'm thinking. So, and at that point, once that's done, it's literally just doing all this stuff. And I've kind of already put the, let me remove this stuff for you guys. Sorry, I had to pull everything, disconnect everything for that tank. But I made a tray for everything that's going to be inside here. The blocks, I don't know if I glued those in or not. I don't think I have. Oh, yep, okay. It's glued in. All right, so this is removable, and this obviously removes. The only thing I haven't done yet is secured these 2 boxes with little screws. And I've got everything ran as it needs to. It'll go under here, and it'll just come out up here, kind of like these are, and plug into the box, and then whatever goes to these will go to those. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. That way you don't see all that junk. You'll just see a nice clean board, and I'll have batteries here, and you'll probably see the pump, because I was thinking about cutting a hole in and putting the pump vertical, so it comes out, goes right to the pump, and then from the pump back to the motor. So anyways, just a quick update, and I'm gonna end this one. It's about dinner time, so I'll probably go eat, and then I'll come back out here and start doing that. And I've never done these before, and they look like a traditional servo size crimp, so my crimper should work. That's another issue with those Emcotechs. I think it needs a bigger chuck, and these are removable. Actually, no, you probably could use the back. No, I think it does both, so this might work too. You just can't crimp it as hard, so we'll see. I'll have to check that if this would work for that. So, but anyways, you guys have a good one, and not a lot on this one. I'm sorry. I apologize for that, and sorry for the delay. Like I said, had a vacation, spent a few days sitting on the beach, and it was very relaxing. Plus I've been working from home, which has been nice, but I got to go back to the office Monday. Sucks. You know, maybe they give my office building to Space Command and let us just work from home. But that's wishful thinking. So, but anyways, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you later with the wings. Cheers. Don't forget to subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It helps. I don't get paid for this or anything. But, you know, maybe someday down the road I can. Cheers.